I'm Plexi Cosplay. In this video, I'm going to show you how to cut EVA foam. Get your X-Acto knife and let's get started. Alright, so let's get our supplies ready so that we can cut EVA foam. This means foam. You need your foam. Whatever it is, have it ready to go. This is 4mm foam. And then whatever your cutting instrument of choice is. There's a ton out there. My preference is usually one of these X-Acto knives. Unless I'm using a thicker, like a 10mm foam, then I'll go with box cutters that are a little more sturdy. Scissors are my least favorite choice. They are wildly inaccurate and they're going to be really difficult to clean up your edges. So try to stay away from those, and since my foam is a little bit thinner, we're choosing the X-Acto knives. I'll go with the smaller one for now. So for these, this one I'm just going to cut random lines, but say you have a pattern, it means you will have already traced out exactly what you need to have cut. So we'll just put some lines here. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that your X-Acto knife is positioned correctly, and this is with the box cutter as well. It doesn't matter which one you're using. You're not cutting at a 90-degree pull, but instead you're going to rotate or shift your X-Acto knife so it's at a 45-degree angle from the mat, and then you're going to pull towards the blade side. So from here, instead of 90 degree, you're going to pull it down to a 45, and then in a firm and I would say consistent or a constant pull, one side to the other. Now that one, because I wasn't pulling hard enough, did not go the whole way through, and then you saw that it pulled the edges. In order to make sure that you have it hard enough, usually I have a firmer grip. So you're going to go down to the 45-degree angle and then pull straight through your foam. That's how you get that nice, smooth cut. Let me show you how this can be done wrong, or maybe you get a different result, how you can troubleshoot. So say you're not pulling maybe hard enough or consistently enough, you're not going to get it the whole way through the foam. But say you do get it the whole way through the foam, and it's not consistent enough. Now you've got kind of a wavy, jagged line. And even worse, let's say you have, this is a pretty dull tip. Let's see if this works. You can kind of see it here. It'll leave little like tails sticking up all over your foam, and it'll happen. I don't actually have any super dull blades here, but the more dull, or the duller your blade is, the more jagged the pulls will be, and it will start catching the foam rather than cutting it. That just means you need to trade out your blade. So I do that fairly often with mine. For cutting, if you need to cut at an angle, so a lot of patterns will say cut at a 45-degree angle. You'll say, well, I'm already at this 45-degree angle. You're actually rotating it now. So instead of going 90 degrees this way, you're also going to go, 45 degrees this way. You're also going to rotate it 45 degrees from the y-axis. So if you're looking at a plane here, the up and down. So instead of going straight vertical, rotate it 45. That's how you get a 45-degree angle cut. So say I'm going here. Stab it in, and then pull at your 45-degree angle. I might as well go to the very end. And you'll see how, you can actually see it on the end here, how it's an angled cut now versus this would be at a 90 degree. This one's at your 45. This makes for really good sharp edges. So when you put two 45s together, you're going to get that nice squared off edge. So sharp corners and square edges. Some people have different methods of doing this, and there's actually different tools that you can also use. I have one. It's called a bevel cutter. These already are set at that 45, and you just push the blade down and pull. But typically you don't really get those right away, and you'll just have your X-Acto. So just kind of wing it, really. Another thing to consider when cutting your foam, say that you have to start in the middle somewhere. So you have like a corner edge here versus coming right off the edge of the foam. So instead of going straight through, we got to start here at this corner, and we don't want to cut this. This is going to be the piece we're saving. What I do is I take the edge, say this is right at the tip of the corner, come back a little bit, stab it into the foam so that the tip goes all the way to the corner edge, and then pull from there. Same with this side. Stab it and pull. Now you've got a nice sharp angle there without having cut all the way into the edges. And that's how you can do both sides. So those are my simplest tips for cutting foam. Again, the secret is being consistent. A sharp blade is the very first thing. But having a nice firm pressure, consistent pull, and a sharp blade are gonna be your keys. Like and subscribe this video. Ask me any questions in the comments below. I'll probably get more advanced as we go, but I wanted to get this 101 tutorial out of the way so that anyone who wants to cosplay can get started and start working with foam. See you next time.